now we look at the mother. How is she cared for after the birth? So the placenta has left and the woman will still be bleeding for a period of time. Some women, it is not possible to use tampons because the birth canal is quite large. But what is important is that you do not want to put anything up there, the vagina area, because the body has gone through an enormous change to actually be pregnant. Now the body is going through an even bigger change to get back to what it was before. So there is a lot of movement, a lot of bacteria, a lot of fluid movement. You do not want to upset that by putting something in your vagina that is going to collect the blood, for example, like a tampon, what have you. Use the pad. But you must clean. It is important to clean. Again, you do not go with the douche. You do not do that. But you clean the area. Another thing that is very beneficial for women is oil. So once you have cleaned the area, if you are using soap, this is very drying. If you are using something like sorbolin, again, but you do not want to have the sorbolin that has the mineral oil in it. And you can get the ones without the mineral oil. So, but after you have cleaned, then get a very soft oil, something maybe almond oil. You can put, essential oils in it, but it would be something very small amount, maybe chamomilla or calendula, but one drop, not, because it is not that you are wanting to heal it in a particular way. What you are doing, you are nourishing it. And you are nourishing it in two ways. One is with the oil. So you are taking the oil and you are putting it between your legs, around your labia, clitoris, vagina, all this area. Especially if you have been cut, the episiotomy. Yes, and then they have stitched it, which is from your vagina to your anus. This will need some nourishment because it is an area that you need it to be elastic. So, this is important. So you have this very soft, very beautiful oil. Almond oil is very beautiful because it is a very light oil and it smells very nice and it's very nourishing. So you put this on. It also has the arsenic aspect of it. So this is, people are worried about that, but actually it is quite a good thing for purifying. So, you are putting this on. Now, there's two things. First of all, the oil itself is very nourishing. But secondly, you are touching your area down here. A lot of people, they do not like to do this because it is private, or maybe it will be seen to be erotic or some such thing. You may get aroused. But what you are doing is you are actually bringing feeling back into your area that has given birth, because it has gone through a lot. So you are bringing feeling back in it, you are bringing touch back into it, and you are bringing, what is this word? Support, love. You're bringing love back into it, and you are giving it love. This is good because it is an emotional thing. It is bringing yourself back into touch with yourself, helping the body get back into its equilibrium. Because you imagine when you've given birth, this rush left your body and your body has gone into haywire. So this is helping it. Then you can rub your stomach. So you are rubbing effectively your womb, because this has given an enormous amount of love to this beautiful creature that you have given birth to. So now it is time to give it some love. Massage. This is also good for the stomach muscles because you are giving them movement. And what is also happening is, when you are massaging, you are allowing the blood to flow. So you are bringing blood to these areas. And what is in blood? Blood is blood cells, of course, but oxygen. So you are allowing the healing, you are helping the healing process along. But it is also that you are loving yourself. Because what happens when women give birth is they abandon themselves. Because all of their energy, and it is maternal, it is instinct, is focused upon the baby. Very much so. Everything is for the baby. You are feeding it, you are eating so that you can feed the baby. You are with it all the time. It cries, oh my goodness, you're picking it up. So you are not sleeping properly at night because you have to feed and change, and so everything is focused. If you can, but you will bathe. You will bathe because you need to bathe. So you give yourself 5 minutes to do this massage on the stomach, around your genitalia, up to your anus, and in the inside of your thighs, all of this area. 5 minutes, no more. Even that, it won't take you that long. But that small amount is giving something back to your body. You are loving yourself. A mother that cannot love herself then will be very stressed eventually looking after the child, because you are not actually acknowledging yourself. And then you realize this, and then you want somebody to acknowledge you. You see, somebody. But it is up to you to acknowledge yourself, to look after yourself. So do these things. Some women feel that they have to get their bodies back, in inverted commas, or maybe their husbands want them to get their bodies back, or their boyfriends, etc. And again, in some societies it is the norm to be looking slim and beautiful after you've given birth, after just several weeks. So there is this temptation to go to the gym and exercise the body. But what you are doing is you are actually saying to your body that you don't love it, because your body, your hormones, your fluids need to get back to a non-pregnant person's level. And the body needs time to do that. It does not mean that you do not go for a walk or maybe go for a swim. These sorts of things. Because these things are aiding the body. They are gentle on the body. They are allowing the body movement, allowing the fluids in the body to move. They are actually supporting the realignment of the hormones and everything in the body. But they are not aggressive. So what we are saying is, don't be aggressive with your body. Give your body time to recover. And that time you spend loving yourself and loving your baby. That is very important, loving yourself, loving your baby. And the other thing we would say to women that have just had babies is that your partner will feel in some way sometimes abandoned. And that is something that we will discuss when we discuss some men's issues. But it is worth knowing that. It is worth knowing it because it will alleviate some stresses that you may have, that your relationship may start to have. That you know that this is just a part of the process. It is nothing to get worried about. It is nothing to say, oh, we were not meant to be together, our marriage was a mistake. It is nothing like that. It is just part of the process. Process of giving birth. People underestimate the significance of giving birth, but there is much to be known, much to be understood about the process, from the woman's point of view and from the partner's point of view. So, when you have had the baby, you need to nurture yourself as much as you nurture that baby. This does not mean that you sit down and you do nothing. You must be active. You must give yourself these massages. Go for the walks. Do some sort of exercise, but do not be aggressive. Love yourself, and then loving the baby will just be a natural extension of loving yourself. Thank you.